What's up, guys? Matchstick Gamer here, bringing you another bit of Dragon Ball Super related information. This information, yet again, is coming from hermsofkanzenshuu.com off of his Twitter page. And I know a few of my subscribers are going to be quite happy about this, and many other people in the community will be happy about what is in this particular bit of information we're getting. And, well, I'm guessing if you can see what's on the screen, which you should be able to, obviously, if you're watching this video, you would probably already be able to guess what's happening. So, anyways, with all that said, let's discuss the information at hand. Jump preview for Dragon Ball Super Episode 86, airing April 16th. Goku and number 17 meet for the firstest McFirst time ever. That is exactly how Herms typed it. I am not joking, as you can clearly see. Here's the original source. As you can see, there's Goku, Android 17, wearing his Park Ranger outfit, and there's another image of Goku. But we're not here to talk about Goku. Not much. We're here to talk about this guy, Android 17. So here we go. Dragon Ball Super Episode 86. Trading blows for the first time. Android 17 versus Son Goku. April 16th. So, there we go. Goku and number 17 had their first meeting ever. So, for those of you that don't know, or probably don't realize, and a lot of people actually don't know this, Goku and Android 17 have never actually spoken to or seen each other before. Yeah, there was that weird, hallucinating dream he had whenever he had the heart virus, but that was never in the manga, and Goku has never physically been present in front of Android 17 before within the context of the series. GT doesn't count in this context, as for one, it would take place at a later point in the timeline, and two, it's not part of the actual timeline. But anyways, so yeah, this is going to be quite interesting to see how their meeting turns out. I mean, we're going to get a little bit of information where it leads to, but anyways, what will be the results of this scouting attempt? Goku visits 17 in order to recruit him as a team member for the Tournament of Power. Number 17 has been living as an Animal Reserve Ranger, and his answer is ellipses, question mark, exclamation point. I'm sure it's going to be yes, or, well, eventually it's going to be yes. Probably not instantly, but, you know, after what's about to be stated next, they'll probably have a definitive answer. If not before then, because, I mean, heck, 17 might be like, yeah, sure, let's do this, or something like that, I don't know. Anyways, Goku this week. How will he face this android? As Goku and number 17 talk about old times, they end up fighting a match together. How will Goku fight against the now more powerful number 17? So, I want to focus on that last line there. How will Goku fight against the now more powerful number 17? This implies that Android 17 really hasn't been laxing on his training. He's actually gotten stronger since we've last seen him. How much stronger is unclear. I mean, obviously, if he's sparring against Goku, maybe we'll get a better idea. Because, you know, power scaling and all should make it easy. I mean, he's not going to mop the floor with Goku, let's be honest here. But I'm sure he's going to give Goku a better fight, you know, now than he would have, say, years ago, and such, you know. I mean, Goku's going to ultimately win this. But, I do see 17 putting up a very good fight now, and I'm happy to hear that he hasn't been lapsing on his training. Now, in my mind, I don't know what kind of training he's probably doing. Maybe from being a park ranger all these years, perhaps that's boosted up his stamina and everything, his training, like just being a general park ranger running around, stopping poachers, stuff like that has, you know, kept his strength up. That's speculation on my part, or maybe whenever he's not, you know, out protecting animals on a reserve, maybe he goes out in the woods somewhere, does, I don't know, some sort of sparring session, shadow bots, I don't know. It's just thoughts. I mean, Goku and everybody, he's not going to sense his energy because you can't sense the energy of androids. That was established a while back. So, it's quite possible that's what 17's been doing, or maybe just the general activity of being a park ranger, you know, increased his power. By how much is unclear. But, so, it's nice to see that. And, real quick, little side note here. I know some people are going to be saying, wait, he got stronger, he's an android. Android 17 is not really an android per se, he's more of a cyborg. The Japanese terminology for him is like Jinzo Ningen, which roughly translates to something along the lines of artificial human or something like that. And Android 17 was human. He was born a human, Dr. Gero kidnapped him and his sister and converted them into what we see in the series. So that's why, like, 18's able to have a kid, for example. She was human to start with, she just got a few extra robotic enhancements inside to make her stronger, but they are still capable of growing stronger via training as a normal human would be, such as Krillin, for example. But the only difference being, unlike Krillin, they have a little extra help using robot parts. But I digress. So, yeah, 17's gotten stronger. That's nice to see. We'll finally see him in episode 86, maybe kind of partially in episode 85, maybe, but at the very least, for sure, he'll be in episode 86, and we'll get to see Android 17 in all his glory. Finally get to see him, so everybody's going to be happy. We'll get to see Android 17. We'll get to see what his and Goku's first interaction ever is going to be like, how this will ultimately turn out, and get a better idea of how strong 17 is now. So I actually think he might be stronger than his sister by a great deal, honestly, because as far as I know, 18 hasn't been training. She's just sort of been being a mom and doing stuff like that and shopping. I could be wrong about that. It's pure assumption on my part, pure speculation, but I don't think we've gotten anything saying that she's gotten any stronger, but we certainly have information here saying 17's gotten stronger, so I think 17 might be stronger than her. By how much? Again, your guess is as good as mine, but I certainly think he's stronger. Does that mean it'll screw up their teamwork? No. I think their teamwork's going to be just as strong as ever, if not better. Of course, I do think that maybe Krillin and her might be doing a little bit more teamwork than her and 17. Maybe all three of them will team up. That'd be interesting. It's like, so brother, sister, and the brother-in-law for 17, and the husband, obviously, for 18. You know, depending on how you want to look at it. But either way, I digress. I think I've said everything I gotta say here, so what do you guys think? Comment down below. Make sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages, all linked down below in the description of the video, per usual. I'll be linking Herms' Twitter, specifically this here, down in the description, that way you can check it out for yourself. And, of course, hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, that way you can get notified the next time I upload a new video. I'm going to try to have some new content up on Friday, like original content, not, you know, more news, unless more news coincidentally comes out on Friday, and of course you'll get another video like this, but I'm going to try to have some, you know, content that I came up with for you guys to watch. Needs a little bit more work. Another one I really want to get out, but I feel like I need to do a little bit more research on. Might take a little longer. I've been putting it off, but I want to get it done ASAP. It's just my job's kind of messing up my schedule for how I do things, and you know, kind of need money. But anyways, I've gone on too long, I think, with this, but comment down below, let me know if you're excited, etc. You know, I've said everything I can. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.